Hi and welcome back. Thank you for coming to join me again. In this lesson we're going to become tremendously good at using the addition and multiplication symbols correctly. I've got some matching games to have a go at, we will meet up with some fun friends, and I know you're going to enjoy the next practice task I've got for you. Let's get started then, shall we? In our last lesson we learned a new written way to represent groups of objects. By the end, we were able to write multiplication expressions because we thought carefully about the number of groups we could see, the number in each group, and the new multiplication symbol to write. So let's have a look at the practice task I gave you. So the first challenge was to make groups of objects to match the expression on the screen and then to write the multiplication expression. This was how I chose to do it. I started by looking at the addition expression, and I noticed that the number 6 was written 3 times. I said to myself, 1 6, 2 6s, 3 6s. There are 3 6s. And that's when I worked out there are 3 groups of 6. So I grabbed some marshmallows and bowls and made my representation. When it came to writing the multiplication expression, I knew that the first number represented the number of groups, so I wrote in number 3. There are 6 in each group, so the second number in my multiplication expression needed to be number 6. So here's the second practice activity that I asked you to have a go at last time. We had some buckets of water and each bucket had 5 litres of water in it. It was a little trickier because we couldn't see all individual litres of water inside. I asked you to write different expressions to match the picture and then to think carefully about what each number represented. So how did you get on? In this picture we can see that there are 4 groups of 5. We can write this as 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. There are 4 5s. Remember, this multiplication expression, 4 5s, was our new quick way to write our equal groups. Did you remember what the 4 represents? Yes, in this picture, that's the number of buckets. That's our groups. What does the 5 represent? The number of litres in each group. And remember, it's very important that you write your symbol correctly because it helps us to understand the maths. So even though both symbols help us to represent groups of objects, we use each symbol slightly differently. We use the addition symbol lots of times when we repeatedly add groups, but the multiplication symbol is just used once. It is much quicker to use the multiplication symbol, isn't it? So to make sure that we're really clear on what each number represents, the 4 that we see in this multiplication expression means the number of buckets. And the 5 that we see represents the number of litres in each bucket. So for this multiplication expression, we can say that we have got 4 5s. So today, like I said earlier, we're going to carry on matching some of our repeated additions and our multiplication expressions. We're going to get really good at this. Yesterday, when I was out on my daily walk, I spotted some snails and they left some trails behind. They reminded me of one of my favourite storybooks, and it got me thinking about snail trails. I wondered, if a snail travelled 10 centimetres in the morning, and then another 10 centimetres at lunchtime, 10 more centimetres in the afternoon, and another 10 centimetres in the evening, then how many groups of 10 centimetres would his trail be? Oh! What do you notice? Yes, some leaves have blown in and covered some of our important numbers. Can we use our skills to work out the missing important numbers? How many groups of 10 centimetres should we see? Yes, 4 groups of 10 centimetres. So how can we write this? We can see 10 plus 10 plus... Oh, the leaf is covering them up. What should it be? Plus 10 plus 10. We can write this as 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10. 4 tens. How else can we write this? Yes, we can write 4 times 10. 4 tens. What does the 4 represent? You're good at this now. The 4 represents the groups. And what does the 10 represent? It's the 10 centimetres in each group. Wow, well done. I brought a special friend along to help us out. Do you recognise 3 from number blocks? Let's give him a wave. Hi 3. Thanks for coming to help out. Have a look at 3's body. Can you see that 3 is actually one group of 3 blocks? 3 is a group of 3. If you have some number blocks at home, you could pause the video whilst you go and get them. If not, you could use pasta, small toys, or even some sweets if you haven't eaten them all. Or if you would prefer, just sit and watch with me. We know that each number in our addition expression is one group. So one group of 3 is 1 3. 2 groups of 3 is 2 3s. 3 groups of 3 is 3 3s. 4 groups of 3 is 4 3s. Now we can match these up. 1 3 is 1 3. 2 3s are 2 3s. 3 3s are 3 3s. Can you see the last one? That's right. 4 3s are 4 3s. Well done. Look who else is here today. Hello, 4. Let's give him a wave too. What do you notice about 4's body? Yes, did you see? 4 is actually one group of 4 blocks. A group of 4. Let's think about how we can write this down to represent what his body looks like. We can write 4. One group of 4 is 1 4. Oh, 4 looks a little bit different here. But he is still a group of 4. 2 groups of 4 are 2 4s. 3 groups of 4 are 3 4s. 4 groups of 4 are 4 4s. We can match these up now. Join in with me. 1 4 is 1 4. 2 4s are 2 4s. 3 4s are 3 4s. 4 4s are 4 4s. These different representations all mean the same thing. So here's a little practice game for you. The expressions and 3 have matched up, but some have gone missing. What could be missing? Can you spot what this should be? Perhaps pause the video and have a little think, and then come back to me. Did you notice that 3 plus 3 should match to 2 3s? Did you also spot a missing addition? Yes, 4 times 3 is the same as 4 3s. Do you remember how to write it? 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. Is there anything else missing? Ah, yes, 1 3 is missing. 1 3 is 3 himself. One group of 3. Well done. Have a look at this page. What do you think the problem could be here? Are the multiplication expressions next to the right pictures? No, I don't think they are either. Pause the video and use your finger to match the pictures and the expressions. Come back to me when you've finished. I'll wait here for you. The first one I noticed was that 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 should match to 4 2s. What else did you see? Correct. One group of 3 is the same as 1 3. 3 groups of 5 are 3 5s. And 2 groups of number block 4 are 2 4s. Well done. Here we go. Everything is now in the right places. I've changed the arrows here into equals symbols because each picture is with the correct multiplication expression. They represent the same, so they are equal. So this is the practice activity I think you're going to have lots and lots of fun with. This is where you can play a matching game. Can you match some repeated additions to their multiplication expressions? You could play pick up two or a snap game. Maybe challenge someone in your house to play with you. Get some bits of paper, card, a cereal box could be good, or possibly an old envelope. Draw a large noughts and crosses shape, just like in the picture on the screen. Write some matching expressions, maybe draw the number box too. Look at these pictures on the screen to show you how to make your own set of cards. You might need a grown-up to help you with this part. I do hope you have lots of fun playing that game. You could also make cards with an equal symbol too, and then put them between your cards to show that they represent the same thing. Just like we did earlier in the video with the different expressions and the number blocks. Before next time, you could have a little go at this practice activity. It's a convince me activity. Have I got 3 6s? You could speak to somebody else in your house or just have a little think to yourself. But try and prove whether you think you have got 3 6s or you haven't got 3 6s. Look at the expression. So here is a final challenge for you. There are some numbers missing. Some of the missing numbers are in the repeated addition expression. Some of the missing numbers are in the multiplication expression. Remember all of the knowledge that you have learned. We know that they represent the same equal groups. So can you figure out what the missing numbers might be? And then can you prove it? You might want to use your bowls, your sweets, some drawings, anything that you like that will prove it. Have fun, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.